You already know it is. It's your boy Kevin KB.
Big Mercs, and we're just here to join these guys. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks for having us, man. I really appreciate it. Still,
it's fine. I can't lie. I was screaming for this. I was screaming for this because you know it is anime. Listen, without anime, my life would not be the same. Like,
it changed my life. Period.
Same. 100%. When I say this, people think I'm exaggerating.
It's mad.
100%.
It's mad.
It's different.
You're looking at wait. First of all, you're looking at us like we're a bit techie.
Listen, do you know what is so funny? You guys are just jumping to conclusions like men always do, and making so many assumptions.
I haven't made any.
This
so
is the
I'm
politics
just
already.
I'm just gonna sit back and let you
jump in.
talk.
The thing is, you know it is. Like I'm not gonna lie. She is right to an extent. Because when I was younger, there wasn't much women watching. No. Okay, that's why I'm gonna correct myself. I didn't know much women that were watching anime until I got to on Twitter.
Yeah.
There's a whole community of them watch
Yeah.
that do cosplay.
There's been a whole community.
So I can't lie.
I don't think so.
There has.
I don't think there's been.
You wouldn't know.
But why not? Tell me why not.
Why not?
What reasons are like? Are we the gatekeepers? What reasons would we not know them to be out there?
Because I feel like men always feel like girls watch anime because a lot of guys watch anime. The same way men feel like girls watch football or they're into football and they buy the jerseys because they feel like that's what men like. Men like women who know football. So a lot of women don't like. There are a lot of women that I know that watch anime, but they don't even want to say that they watch anime because a man's gonna come at them like, "Oh, like you don't watch anime."
But that very.
Tell me something about Death Note.
But by that very merit, though, yeah. Why do they always seem to watch male Premier League? Why don't they, like within their conversation they never seem to speak about female football players or female stars already put the females on that pedestal? So it's kind of like so it seems just to say that it's not that they feel like they're watching it because of guys, it's why are they watching the guys anyway?
To be fair, me personally and the women that I know that are into football, we just prefer watching men play. Me personally, I prefer.
Why is that?
I prefer the dynamics of watching a male football team play rather than a women's football team. It's not to say I don't watch women playing football. I just prefer watching men.
Yeah.
Me personally, I used to watch women play football back in the day. Like it was mainly because obviously Arsenal used to dominate. Yankee, Rachel Yankee used to dominate. Arsenal used to win every league all the time. So obviously, and they used to always show it on BBC One and stuff, FA Cup. So I fully used to keep on track with Arsenal women's, even though I don't support Arsenal, but Arsenal women's football team.
Oh, you gotta plug it like that, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta plug I don't support. Like, do you know little slide comments like, alright, cool. But now I feel you.
That's what it is, but you're right in saying where men have been ignorant in the past in terms of anime, but I feel like in the last, I'll say 3 to 5 years, especially because of social media, the scope has kind of changed.
Yeah.
Because you see women doing cosplays, going into different stuff, just a lot of different stuff that has kind of united everyone, and everyone having discussions of anime online as well, which
I think
is dope.
I think the way social media has evolved as well, you can do a lot more and you can find out a lot more using social media these days. I feel like that accessibility of finding out that, you know, there are a lot of women, there are a lot of groups, female groups who are into anime or into different things that men wouldn't think that women are into. It's easier to find out about it now rather than back in the day where social media wasn't as advanced as it is now.
And I'll keep it real. There's so many women that know more about anime than me.
Yeah.
And I always look to them. Like I even follow someone. I look to them. Right, you know this. So I bring me on new animes that I might not even know about. So in that respect, like I think it's great, to be honest.
Is there a factor to be said about the lack of female leads in anime?
Yeah.
Does that play any impact in terms of the amount of females watching anime?
I think it does. I feel like a lot of women will probably like anime, but because it's like, for example, if you're at a job interview and the people who are interviewing you, there's no one that's black on the interview, interviewing you, you kind of feel out of place. You feel like, well, I'm not going to fit in here. There's no one that looks like me. So if there aren't women in the anime industry who are vouching for anime, who are, you know, sharing their interest and their likes and whatever else, then it's like women aren't even going to take the step to really find out, hang on, do I like anime? Like,
I hear that 100%. With me, whenever I kind of introduce another woman to anime, I always ask them, what kind of TV shows do you watch already? And then by what they say, I can recommend them to an anime because anime, bruh, there's a whole scope. You can find an anime for any sport, drama, scary, listen, anything. Like when I found out there was a basketball anime, I was like, bruh, the thing is, I like playing basketball, but watching basketball is a different thing. It's not for me. But when I found out that basketball animes, bruv, there's even the cooking anime, like listen,
Shugeki no
Food Wars,
that had me. Food Wars had me hooked. Like it's a bit, I wouldn't say pervy, but it's got that element of sexuality. But they do it with food. So when I saw that, I was like, this is different. 100%. Can this actually keep me hooked? And it's kept me hooked. Like I'm loving it. Like. So yeah, man.
So I want to bring it back because there's a point you made, and this was more so about like females in the community. It's not that they're not being seen or they're not being heard, because I feel like they have their own community. But the problem is,
are the men involved in that community?
Are they men? I don't think so, and this is where I'm trying to come from. So, for example, I can only talk about the females that I know that have been around me. So, from secondary school, I've had anime conversation. You know how it used to go, lunchtime, break time, all the time. And again, where I'm privy to talking to all types of people in my secondary school, that conversation never came up with females. Cool, that's secondary school. Moving to college, conversation again. I do it everywhere. Library, lunch, everywhere. Conversation, where does it come up? Males, not females. Wherever I am, and the people that are around me, those conversations don't come up with females. Because I'm telling you, if there was a female who's ready to argue Naruto or One Piece with me, we're G'd up for life.
Listen,
we are gisting for life.
And you know it is. You know, something that I used to say when I was growing up, if I find a girl that likes anime, that's my girl. Ooh, anime. So it's not. I don't think it's a thing where men don't want girls that don't like anime. It's like
you lot say that.
No, it's hard to. Back in the day, it was hard. It was hard to find because.
But let me go full circle. Because I was about to say the reason why I brought up like those females kind of not being in the conversation is because the way that we like, no matter how you look at it, guys are trendsetters, girls are trendsetters. The way that we set the anime trend in our school was verses. We were aggressive with it. We were like, this is what? You think this is what? You think this is this? You think that is this? And if we're building it on that, we're going to have community with people that also do that. Unfortunately, girls are not really touching fist to
especially when you're young.
Like that, you get me? Exactly. So it's like, I could see why people think that females are not really theirs, because the way that we're bringing it to the forum, we're doing it like the man them. We don't care about like demographics. We don't care about boy, girl, Japanese, Nigerian. Fam, we just care about the anime and the passion. You get it?
I hear
you know what I'm trying to say?
But I feel like society has a role to play, because when you think anime, like throughout the years, when you think anime, you don't think females watching anime. And I feel like sometimes we just need a safe environment so that we can openly talk about these kind of things. It's like the same way, like over the how many decades, it's like cooking is for women. And going to work is for men. It's like
chefs are normally males though, isn't it? It's weird.
I know, it's strange, isn't it?
It's
weird, actually strange. But I feel like there's never been a real safe environment for women to talk. And just because you come hard like this and that, doesn't mean that women don't come hard in that same way. It's just communicated in a different way that maybe you don't relate
to your point as well, we go hard in terms of the verses, because that's what Animates. That's what our foundation is, the verses. And to your point, I feel like the females go hard in the cosplays. I feel like obviously
I cosplayed for my man back in the day.
What an anime?
Yeah.
Who was the character?
He wasn't even Sailor Moon. That was my
Come
main.
on.
Listen, Sailor Moon was dope.
He wasn't even into anime, but after that cosplay, he was into anime.
Sailor Moon was another code.
So to the point is like, I feel like females go hard with the cosplays, and it's so nice to see, because that's you females expressing yourselves with makeup and obviously dressing up and whatnot. And also it's like, obviously, doing Animates on the socials and whatnot, I've been able to see a lot of people. Obviously, we're blessed because growing up in secondary school, we didn't get called, or we didn't feel like neeks watching anime. Do you know what I mean? Because we're like the people that everyone wanted to come to because of anime. But I understand other people, they felt like they have to shy away from anime. A lot of people get called names or think they're weird or childish.
That's like me. I went to an all-girls school and I came from like a private kind of like a white school. I was the only black girl, and then I went to like an all black school, or predominantly black, all female, and I was kind of nerdy. I wasn't loud, like I was kind of nerdy. I like was reading manga. I was doing all of that, so I had to I never had anyone to talk to about it. And every time I tried to like bring someone in, or I had friends over at the house, they'd be like, "What are you watching?" Like, and I'll be like,
you know how many times I got clowned, bruv? I was in school, The thing is, I was in school. I have my Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Come on.
Yu-Gi-Oh there, collecting there. Obviously, I'll go to lunch club or something, and with my boys we'll be banging Yu-Gi-Oh card, like, and then I'll have girls in the back. Oh, why is he playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Nerds. All these names. I'm like, bro, like, bruh. But it didn't discourage me because I genuinely loved what I was doing.
100%.
From Yu-Gi-Oh, Duel
It's
Masters.
like Yu-Gi-Oh champion right here, you know.
Bro,
back in the day.
Listen,
I was alright.
the thing, my cards got robbed. I was.
That's the worst feeling, bro.
See how people are robbing phones, robbing crepes, like, it's a big thing, you know.
It's mad still.
I switched to Duel Masters.
Yeah.
Conquered that. But Duel Masters was like, I even bought the PS2 game for Duel Masters. But it was like, it wasn't
neighbours on the patio, like, just to, cause obviously, we lived in a flat, and we just have it like open place for just bare people to come through. We're just sitting there day after day, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Are you dumb?
How did you guys get into anime?
There was this on Sky. There was a anime channel back in. Not even Tsunami. There was one back in the day. Like it was 900 and I think it was
Central?
Yeah, something like that. It was like 900 and Sky.
Wait, you know 900 is the realms that you.
Yeah, I know.
900 is a bit mad still.
It was touching.
899 is the cutoff. Can't be going past there, like.
It was touching them sides, innit?
Yeah.
And obviously, I didn't know it as anime. How I used to differentiate what it was with the eyes. Obviously, with anime, the eyes are drawn in a certain way, and because with Dragon Ball Z, I always could distinct. Like, I would know, but I would say Dragon Ball Z is definitely in year 2. Is when.
Is that how you got into it?
Bruh.
Do you know what? I got into it. Do you know what? I had a. What's that toy called? I had a Beyblade or something like that.
Come on.
And when I got that Beyblade, it came with like this manga series. I can't remember. I think I still have it. I'm pretty sure it's like a collectible.
Yeah, I think I got that from Woolworths. Remember Woolworths back in the day?
But it came with a manga series, and that's how I got into anime. I can't even remember which one it is.
Dragon Ball Z for me is how I got. Without Dragon Ball Z, I would not be in anime at all.
Yeah, facts.
I feel like with me, I was privy to Beyblade, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Shaman King. These are all titles, when I say it, just brings joy to my heart.
Look at you smiling.
That's why because it's like, it highlights an amazing time in my life when, again, you had no responsibilities, no nothing. And the thing is, my brother, we used to bang it. My neighbours, we banged it. We all used to link up, and that was one of the things that really brought everyone together. But again, I didn't really acknowledge it as anime.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Wait, this might be a stupid question. Is Pokemon anime?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, man.
Is it really?
Do you know what?
I just don't.
It's one of the firstborns, isn't it? The firstborns that were sent back to Nigeria. And then, the rest are growing up here, innit? But when he comes back, you're like, yo, where were you at?
Do you know what it is with Pokemon, I'm not going to lie. You know all the attention and the praise Dragon Ball Z gets for setting trends. Low-key, Pokemon deserves to be in that same category. But for some reason, it's not.
You know
Pokemon Go, that's why.
You know it is.
What do you mean?
It's not marketed as anime. It's marketed as a iPhone app or Android app. It's not marketed as anime. And I feel like if it was on all different levels, then it would be up there with the titles, innit?
What also I think plays a big part, that Frieza saga, when Goku turns Super Saiyan for the first time. That
shift in shonen.
That I can't lie. One of probably
is that a question you want to ask, bro?
Yeah. We'll get there. Let me land.
Defining moment in my anime journey, like when I saw that, like. So like even before that even happened, the build up in Toonami, I remember it all, like it was just teasing it. Like that it was just amazing, like,
bro, stay tuned for the next
episode
of Dragon Ball Z.
Dynamic blowing up.
It's crazy.
I've got a question for you. you've seen all the Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yeah.
What, like, honestly, what's the better moment in that? Super Saiyan 1 Goku or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan?
You know what it is? I would always say Super Saiyan 1 Goku simply because me, when I was younger, obviously, I'm just watching, like, it's like, oh yeah, what's happening next episode? So I couldn't see what was kind of building up because I wasn't that, like, articulate. So when it happened, I was like, yo, what's happening? Like, what is this?
Yeah. 100%.
But obviously the Gohan thing was like, raw. This guy is moving mad. Like, he's stronger than Goku.
Brother, like, this ain't supposed to be like Goku Super Saiyan 1. Like, it's not supposed to be happening, but it's Goku, so you can kind of see it happening because it's Goku. But Gohan, that shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening. You shouldn't be surpassing Goku. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. But either way, it's like, of course, Super Saiyan 1 Goku did something for the community that's just different. It's untouchable. But in the context of Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan does something within the series itself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a mad one still.
What about you in terms of getting into anime?
Oh, so the thing is, I think everyone, or the people of my generation, is like Dragon Ball Z in it. Everyone saw Dragon Ball Z. And to your point as well, you don't really understand or know that it's anime. Do you get what I mean? So technically, because of that, I don't classify the anime journey beginning there.
Yeah.
For me, it all started with the greatest anime of all time. There's a reason why the cloud is red. There's a reason why the cloud is red.
For real.
You get me? Uzumaki, Naruto, the greatest of all time, man. Come on.
You know, the thing is, there is a good argument for that. I didn't really, not that I didn't rate Naruto. No, I won't even lie. I didn't rate Naruto. Like, not Shippuden. I'm saying Naruto.
Part 1.
Yeah, but only because I didn't watch it like that. I only started watching it properly when I got into uni, innit? And then obviously Shippuden, and I was like, yo, because I binged everything. So I was like, yo, okay. So this is this is what everyone's on, like. So
No, so to your point, and I think that the reason you just gave there is the difference between the people that think it's the greatest of all time and the people that don't. Because I wholeheartedly believe that I consume Naruto true to how it was supposed to be consumed every week. Like, I always say this, like, for example, you know the Pain arc, spoilers in it, but the Pain arc, you know when Pain fights Kakashi and bodies him, someone that's watching that weekly, like, I thought Kakashi was dead for 3 months, bro.
Bro, when I was
3 months, bro. Whereas someone else to watch Naruto today and watch it, you see Kakashi die, 20 minutes later, you see him back.
I hear that.
So it's different. You can never say we look at it the same. Someone else thought Kakashi's dead for 3 months.
Why does he die again? He used up all his energy or something like that?
Yeah, he used up all his chakra. That's why. So it's just different. Like, this is Kakashi Sensei, you get me? He just touches it. It's mad.
You don't expect Kakashi to ever die. That's the thing.
Trust.
Yeah, that makes him sad.
Jiraiya, that's different, man. And do you know what couples with Jiraiya's death? It's the fact that, like, not only has he died to his student. He also died leaving a message for us readers. Oh no! Listen. There's levels to this. Who has died leaving a message for you to decode? Not only you have to wipe your tears trying to figure out the message. It makes no sense.
The Pirate King, Gold D. Roger, he left the biggest message in anime history.
It's not the same, man. It's not the same.
I've left everything behind.
I get you.
But
it's a good point.
I hear you. No, Jiraiya was mad. For me, again, it comes to your point, and just to kind of conclude on this was consumption of anime. The way you consume it is so important. Because I feel like it's similar to watching any of your normal TV shows. Like, you just consume it. Like, for example, EastEnders, perfect example. Do you know how many people are invested in, like, every Christmas? Yeah.
But you know, another thing is, I don't even watch EastEnders like that. But
the investment is still there.
Every Christmas, I know what I'm going. I know something mad's gonna happen. What? Are you nuts?
You don't listen to Black Nova. You know what?
He's capping it.
Listen.
He's capping hard.
Listen, I love it. Obviously, the last few weeks, the fillers, I've been skipping the fillers and last few weeks, but and then when I started watching Black Clover, I was thinking, what's this? Like, alright, cool. The first few episodes, alright, cool. You have to get through that. Once you get through that and you start watching it, bruh, the demons, the devils.
Yeah.
different.
Like the scale of it
Different.
is different. Like the scale you think is just like these little two boys from this little.
No, it's got
place,
heat to it,
bro. It comes different.
Listen, do you know what? I love anime, but I am so busy working that the only time I have to really watch it is like when I'm working. I watch stuff while I'm working, but it's so difficult to watch anime and work at the same time. I prioritize
anime.
Do you know what? Which is why I'm actually learning how to speak Japanese.
You know, I've been trying.
Nani stop.
No.
I've been trying to learn it.
I call that one, innit? There's a time that I thought I could speak Japanese, you know. I consumed anime every single day for at least 8 hours a day. Really? I was so sure I could
I've tried.
I was actually meant to start a course.
Japanese?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
A couple months ago, but because of COVID, it just fucked everything up. So now it's been pushed back.
Listen,
I feel you.
Black Clover. You know what it is? With Black Clover, when I started watching, I was thinking, alright, cool, this is just another Naruto ripoff. That was what I was thinking, because there's so many
parallels are there.
It's nuts. But as you go along and watch it, you deep like they go on different journeys essentially, and the battles as well. Yeah, it's different. But I genuinely love Black Clover,
and I feel like that goes into my point of the way you consume it, because obviously you can consume it as this is a Naruto knockoff. Or you can consume it as, alright, cool, let's see what these man got, and let me take the characters for who they are. Yeah. And then when you start seeing the development of Asta, development of development of these people, whether you've seen it before and preferred it a different way is completely up to you, but you can't take away from the fact that they're still doing it.
Simple question. Tell me one thing that Black Clover does that you've never seen before.
No. He's not lying. You know, there's one part where I think, alright, cool. There's nothing else for them to do now. Everything there, and then a whole new, like they've just brought different.
But please tell me, does it connect to well? Because I want episode like 66. Perfect.
66 only.
Yeah. It's on 100 and.
Bro, continue it. Right, when you get to the 90s, it's different.
Okay,
it's different.
But it's mad because it's like I had to get to episode 30, 40 before I was like, okay.
Episode.
Yeah.
After that, it's like, bruh,
I feel you.
Wasted your time. And then they went into the spirit realm and all that. I just didn't watch it. Couldn't be bothered.
I can imagine like a bunch of young bucks now listening to this show. I'm thinking like, what animes have they listed all the way back from Pokemon? And it's weird because like I don't even blame them, but I kind of do, because they're saying stuff wild statements. I guess
statements, bro.
One wild statement that this guy loves to push is Demon Slayer being the best anime out there.
Last year it was.
Out there where?
Last year, I think it was 2019.
Yeah.
Period. No, Promised Neverland was 2019, bro.
Nah, the thing is, I watched that this year.
Oh, okay.
I watched that this year. Okay. Last year, Demon Slayer, the picture, everything about it captivated me. Like I was like, yo, this anime is coming.
Wait, wasn't Vinland last year?
I was watching Vinland last year as well, but I haven't finished it.
I thought Vinland was last year as well. Yeah.
Even Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone.
Yeah. There's a couple good animes that came out last year.
They're thinking this is the best anime has to offer.
Yeah, and that's wild to me, bro.
Like these young butts, I don't think there's a lot of young butts. Do you know what I respect so much? Because they know One Piece inside out. They're like 15, 16 years old. Do you know the commitment?
Don't have the patience
to go
for that,
back?
though.
Exactly.
Nah, they don't.
They've gone back to 1995 type showings of One Piece.
But you know
that's crazy.
But you know what it is? Because I feel like One Piece is hyped so much and it's ongoing. When you hear that, it's ongoing, 800 and or 900 something episode. Let me watch it and see what's going on. Yeah. I don't know.
It's number one out of the big three.
Yeah, which I don't. Me personally, I wouldn't put it there. I get the thing. I get why people are putting it there.
It's Dragon Ball, Naruto, and One Piece.
No. That's Fantastic Five. Actually, watch Animates. We'll let you know.
Like, of course,
Bleach, Naruto.
Oh wait, I forgot about Bleach.
Yeah, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece.
You know, it's mad.
Big three.
If you're gonna put Bleach up there, you have to mention Shaman King, because for me personally,
underrated.
Shaman King walked because Soul Bleach can run, like 100%. Like
Shaman King. Was Soul Eater a stepping stone as well? Or no?
You know, it's kind of. What's that anime that's out that resembles Soul Eater? Oh, I forgot what it's called.
Out.
There's an anime out. I forgot what it's called.
With souls in, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say resembles, but I think like
the concepts, like the archetype. Because the whole thing with souls and stuff that I think for me really started with Death
Fire
Note.
Force.
Oh, Fire Force.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, Shaman King's coming next year.
Yeah, next year.
So we'll see. We'll see. But you know what's beautiful as well? Bleach is returning next year.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a fight. Shaman King versus Bleach.
And don't say
I can't lie. I'm betting on Aizen. It don't matter who Shaman King brings. All eggs on Aizen still.
But is
in
he
that
still
basket.
alive?
It's a mad thing.
I don't read the manga, innit?
Yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers.
Just remember how it ended. How did
He
Aizen...
got sick. Oh, sorry.
Remember, he didn't die. He got sealed away.
Yeah.
Urara.
Alright, cool, makes sense.
Cool. So we'll see how that goes.
Mazeline.
Bleach is coming back.
Bleach is returning.
Man.
Thing is,
This year or
2021.
next year?
Next. But I don't know if COVID's now impacted it to delay
shifted
even
it.
further.
Gee, no one got Promised Neverland next year as well.
yeah.
100%.
We got some
year. It's a big year.
big animes coming
Big
next year.
anime.
Do you know what I don't understand? Hopefully one of you guys can tell me. You know, Olympics was supposed to be this year in Japan.
Yeah.
So is that now pushed to next year automatically?
Apparently, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be pushed to next year, but you know how it's normally 4 years, isn't it?
Every 4 years, yeah.
It's literally gonna be
3 years to the
Three-
next
yeah,
one.
yeah,
After.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
mad.
That's how they're gonna
do you know
do
what?
it.
Do you know what I still can't fathom that I think is so sick about anime? And hopefully this will be able to put it in perspective for people that don't watch anime. You know how, for example, let's say if Jamaica was supposed to like host the Olympics, they would have Usain Bolt representing them.
Yeah.
Do you know who Japan have representing them?
Oh,
Do you know who Japan have leading the front line to the world? Nah, it's not. They got Luffy, Mario, Naruto.
when I
My
saw that,
goodness,
when I saw that,
nah.
I was like,
Gee,
nah,
yeah.
it's special.
Nah, it's different.
It's different.
It's
And
different.
it's yeah. Now we're gonna know like who's really ready to back it, because I feel like before, really and truly, we should have a bigger anime community. Not to say that there isn't, for us, man.
Yeah.
For black people specifically, because that's the only demographic that I know. I don't really chill with the other demographics too tough. Nothing against them, but that's just not who I chill with. I feel like our demographic needs that strong person to be like, yo, we're gonna co-sign me. Even if it was a thing where we had someone with some sort of influence legit start, even if it was no one can rival the Animates, but even if they jumped on the Animates podcast, just to kind of show people that we can talk like this, we can convey our messages like this, but we don't have to sound like a bunch of Toms down the road who are in the basement doing the animating.
So many people like us that actually watch anime as well.
Love it.
It's ridiculous.
Love it, bro.
That's why it's like shout out to people like Meg the Stallion. Obviously, she's always
100.
cosplaying. Always. Like obviously, you got Santan Dave as well that used to drop anime tracks. You got Blanco as well with his
Bruh.
Shippuden. You know what I mean?
When I listen to his bars, I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, listen.
You see,
It's mad. It's
Like
mad.
coming from a negative place,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
I ain't messing with
And it
that.
just goes to representation again, because if he's supposed to be black, represent him better. Make him black. Do you know what I mean?
You actually made a great point about how black people shift culture and change culture, and that was something I was very concerned about, even when starting when we decided to pick up the mics and start Animates, is the fact that at every turn I've seen black people do things so well, like to the pinnacle. And that's even to a point where I remember seeing during the beginning of quarantine, you saw these footballers from North, innit? They were recreating kind of scenarios from football. And then you just have these white donnies that come through, take it,
Try
and
do
then
it,
make bare peas on their YouTube. And it's just like at every turn I've seen black people create something legendary.
100.
And I even seeing No Signals, like I pray that they just continue to do what they do, that keeps
Big up
them
No
away
Signal.
from
They've
everyone
really-
else.
Nah, they changed it
Like,
still.
people
leveled
like,
up
even
the whole game.
even just this whole thing of GFM radio, where you have local talents that are able to kind of get on some sort of platform for everybody. It's like
Not even local ones, across the sea talents as well. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So it's like, when this blows up, like when it gets to a certain point, it's like we need black people to support it wholeheartedly, or someone else is gonna take it, try recreate it and monetize it.
And that's why, like, to bring it back to like obviously what we're doing in Animates, it's like, I don't know about you guys, innit, but the reason when we put up those mics, we had not seen anything at the time like our platform for anime specifically for black
There was a gap
people.
in the market.
Big gap in the
For
market.
sure.
And now it's like, now that we've actually entered it and created it, we've now seen other podcasts come up, which is good, isn't it? Because it's like, it's something that we want to do, just increase anime discussion overall. So in terms of what you're saying in terms of support, we should be championing platforms. We should be pushing each other. Do you know what I mean? Not no crabs in a barrel mentality. Let's just push through. And hopefully, unlike the example you said about the footballers, like I don't know any other anime platform that has had 3 trending topics in the UK. Like us. Do you know what I mean? Have over 19,000 tweets on certain topics.
Yeah, come on.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Come on.
So it's like, hopefully we can get to a position, like you said, where we can just continue grow and it's done by black people.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
We need our people to, because this is for you, man, innit? So we kind of need them, man. Because if not, I promise you, it's like it's the way that they, I don't want to say colonize ain't the right word, but it's like when they monopolize a market and ultimately push you out because you can't sustain inside.
Because you need the support of your community, that's why.
Yeah, man.
100%.
And so it just goes into that point of we could only have black representation if we have black people talking about anime on a platform where we're like, yo, we're talking about your anime, we're going to bring you viewers, we're going to bring you coverage, we're going to bring you more content.
Facts.
Represent us. You get me?
Yeah, 100%.
I feel that's the best way to do it, man.
No, it's deep, man.
I agree. What anime are you guys loving at the moment?